Alright guys, let's have a little fun. First of all, I want to answer a couple questions I've gotten recently about the combi bracelets for the Gshock squares. You can see here, this is the 5035. This watch I did sell to my good friend Homer. It has the combi bracelet installed already. So the question is, or the question I've received from many people is, what squares and what watches can you use the combi on, or where do they come from, that sort of thing. Like, where can I get a combi? I mean, I've had more people ask me about selling a combi bracelet on its own, more so than anything. So somebody did ask if you can install a combi on the economy model. You can 100% install a combi on the economy model. I've done it firsthand. I've wore one that was like one of the first ones I've done that way. You know, here it is on the 5610. It works great. It fits on that. It fits on the screw case back ones, no problem. So, and you know, some of them are a little more challenging to install than others, but there's no modification necessary. Despite what you may read or what videos you may have watched in the past, I installed all of these with varying degrees of difficulty, obviously, but once you get them on there and you are 100% certain that the 16mm spring bars are locked into the pinholes, then you are good to go. You know, test it, pull on it, make sure it's not going to fall off on you randomly, but you know, once you get it on there, you're good to go. The bracelets, you can still buy them individually if you look around on eBay. I'll put some links in the description, so you can buy them that way. But you can also buy them on the 6900 BC model, which is, I have it in the drawer, I didn't bring it out, but there's a negative display 6900 series one that came with the bracelet. That is the exact same bracelet. So all the bracelets and straps that fit the 6900 will also fit the 5000. That's the other one it fits. It does fit the 5000, it fits the 5600s, it fits these 5030, 5035. It fits all of these, the 6900 and the most of the Gshock squares, like in this line, the 5000s and the 5600s, the bracelets will fit. I'm not sure about some of the spin-offs, but I'm telling you, these ones I have in front of me, the combis will fit. Okay, so hopefully that kind of clarifies. So you can also get the, I forget the three letters before. I'll put a link in the description. There's a bunch of them on eBay that you can still buy. There's the negative display. Basically, it's the equivalent to the 5610. It actually has a 5610 part number, but at the backside it says BC. I forget what the three letters are beforehand, but it will be a negative display version of this, and it will come on a factory combi bracelet. You could also get that one without the bracelet, which is what my good friend Bruce ordered mistakenly, because he didn't want to. He thought for some reason he didn't want the bracelet. I ended up scoring a extra bracelet, and I gave it to him quite some time ago, probably about a year ago, and he still rocks it on the bracelet. He loves the combi. So most people that try the combi like them. There are some downfalls when you deal with an H-link bracelet. When you go to adjust it, you are removing a complete H-link. So you're removing, I mean, the adjustment is massive when you go to step out of a complete link. You can see I wear this one the most. You can see it's starting to get some wear, and I love that on it. You do have 4 micro adjust on it. I have thought about, for people that need a little bit more, this long piece here that goes into the micro adjust, I thought about you could either manufacture probably this piece. I don't think it would be extremely difficult. If there was a bigger demand, I would consider trying to make that myself. I don't know about coating. You'd end up having to just paint it or whatever, but you could dial these in. I mean, you could get it figured out. All right, so combis aside, I want to have a little bit of fun. I want to look at some comments that have been posted on my YouTube channel. You can see, just starting at the top, you can see Dennis wrote, "Hey, thanks for doing the channel. Great watches, great overviews. How much you willing to get for the turtle?" Dennis, I haven't decided a price on the turtle exactly. I know that it used to be a patty turtle. It's not really a patty turtle. I know turtles don't have a ton of value, so I'm not really sure on that. It may or may not even be worth selling, really. Mr. Bukas18 said, LOL, already planning for watch after the Mega. He's referring to the fact that in my last video, I did talk about the Doxa 1200 will be my next watch purchase after the Omega Seamaster Professional. And yes, I do have a bad, obviously. But you got to remember the Seamaster Professional ceramic, I've had that before. And for me to do a rebuy at that level, I think says a lot, because yes, I've bought a lot of monsters, I've bought a lot of Gshocks, all that sort of thing, but to rebuy at that price point is a little bit bigger deal, I think, to me and to most people. Same thing with the Doxa, but I am waiting for Mimo to get the Doxas in stock and all that sort of thing, because I can work, you know, some different angles with Mimo, possibly get maybe a deal or something like that. We'll see how it goes. I don't want to put them out or anything, but excuse me, I had to take a drink. So I'm definitely going to get a Doxa. I'm really leaning toward the 1200 in the orange, and I know there could be a conflict of interest with the orange monster. We'll just see how it goes, because I think an orange Doxa is like iconic. So see, Robert Spink says the Alpinist will sell quickly, and you're 100% right. I probably would do better if I separated and sold the bracelet separate, and that might be what I do. I already got rid of the factory leather strap. Like most people that have the Alpinist, that thing disappears quickly. But I have some 20 mil straps that I could throw on there and just sell the head alone. But there again, because that one is damaged, I may or may not even sell that one. I may hold on to that one. So my purge isn't really working out like it should, because every time I go to like sell one, it's like you know, trying to take my firstborn from me. You know, that's a bad reference, but you get the point. But let's see. Luke said, "Good luck with the sales and new acquisitions. Some days I feel like purging several watches to get one nice one, but man, I love variety." I agree with you on that. I'm heading back to Canada to visit my family. I'll start by bringing 2 watches to give out, one for Dad, one for my son. That is an epic way to purge. Pick out a couple watches maybe that aren't super expensive, so you're not giving away the you know, the lot, you know, but you know, gift a watch, you know, especially if it's something that your dad and your son are really gonna like those watches and cherish them. That's a really good idea. I'm not opposed to even doing that myself, honestly. That's actually a really good idea, Luke. I might actually adopt that. That's a good idea. Don't hit me up in the comments asking me to give you a watch, because I probably won't right now. Later. I got a couple things in the works. I probably will actually do a giveaway soon. Let's see. J Man with 2 N's. You seem set on getting the older model. Oh, this is a good question. I read this and I actually replied to this comment. You seem set on getting the older model 41mm ceramic Seamaster, but so much so that you don't want to wait at least until you see the newly 42mm one. So I've done actually a lot of research on that new model that's coming out, and it really is a beautiful watch. I think it's very well executed. I don't know what I don't like the increase in size. I know it's minuscule for most people, you know, being like basically 0.5 millimeter in case width and then also in height. But we all know, most of you guys that have experienced many watches throughout your journey with the watches, that there's a huge difference between 41 or 41.5 and 42 depending on the case shape and style. I know exactly what I'm getting when I rebuy the Seamaster Professional Ceramic. I forget the number, but you know, the current generation as of right now, because the new one isn't out. I don't know what we're going to call it. So I don't think I would like the new model. I think it's cool. I think it has a lot of innovative things, but it's just not going to be for me. I'm not sure what Carlo's talking about. I had one, cost me $470. I think $250. I'm not sure what he's referring to. It might be the turtle. I'm not sure. See, Jeffrey Wood. Always good to have you on board, brother. You comment on a lot of videos, and I know you patron a lot of different watch YouTubers, so it's you're an asset to the community, and I think you always have a positive reflect on the community. So it's always nice to have you chime in, brother. So the tuna on the Jubilee looks awesome. I agree. I'm very happy with that purchase. I think it would look better with the metal shroud. 100% agree. I need to get off my butt and order that. I did email Yaboki's and he responded. I need to just follow up with that, but I think it takes 2 to 4 weeks to get that in. So I need to make that happen. I think it's just under $100 for the stainless model. I think that'll look really good. And honestly, I could do it for content too, you know what I mean? Because I think a lot of people are going to like that tuna with the, whether you get the black one, the 498, and get the DLC coated one, which I don't have. I think that is the one that most people are probably going to go after, and then they'll put that metal shroud on that because that harkens back to the original tuna. I think that's a really good look. Let's see. I don't want to butcher your name. He says, I'll take the Alpinist, or if you still have the Citizen NY2300. That was a really cool watch. I do not have that anymore. We'll have to talk about the Alpinist. We'll see if they can do that. Can't wait to see the Seamaster, says Robert Sanchez. Seamaster is beauty. Oh, hey, Jeffrey McMahon chimed in. I actually responded. We'll see if he responded too. He said, are you getting the 41mm ceramic Seamaster in blue? Good luck. I did respond to his comment. I told him that the black one is my choice. And then he responded. I'm reading this for the first time. I noticed WatchMax sells the black for $300 less than the blue. I'd love to try one on, but it does look like a classic keeper. Yeah, for some reason I just prefer the black one over the blue one. It's just my personal preference. It's nothing more than that. And Time for Fun said, what happened to the Doxa? He's referring to the Caribbean Doxa I had. That was short-lived. I did initial impressions. I never even reviewed that, and I sold that way too quick. That was an awesome watch, and I bought that directly from Doxa with some really good communication. They're a great company to buy from, great company to deal with, and I'm 100% a Doxa fan. And if you guys have all watched that recent video that Bruce did with the yellow Poseidon Doxa, that thing is amazing looking. If it wasn't, I don't even want to say it's too pricey. I'd say they're trending at over 2,000, I think, or around 2,000, because it's limited to 500. That is a killer Doxa. That is the best looking yellow dialed watch I've ever seen. That is such a good watch. So let's see. Carlos said how much for the Alpinist. Oh, that's probably what he's referring to on the price. So I think he was offering me $250 for it. We'll think about it, Carlo. There's a comment on the 38mm Seagull. That's an older video I did. Talks about sizes and the Explorer 39mm versus the 40. Of a lot of watches that are trending at 40 to 42, and then this one being 38. Yeah, a 38mm watch with longer lugs works great. I don't think anyone can argue anything different. And we got some interesting comments here by Grimshaw, if you want to read those. Squale don't hold their value, blah, 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 this, that, and the other thing. Basically, Squales do hold their value. You can look at what they sell for new, what they sell for in the used market, and even new old stock and everything like that. You're out of your mind. You have to look at reality and not live in the fantasy world when it comes to a lot of these brands that maybe you dislike for whatever your reasoning. But the reality is these certain brands, they trend at prices like Steinhardt, Squale, all those ones, or however you want to pronounce it, Squall. They hold their value straight up. It's factual. Look it up. Look what they sold for on eBay. It is what it is. He says FTGV and FU. I think all you guys will like my reply to that. I just simply say thanks for watching, because, hey, thanks for watching, I guess. And F me and F him. Very insightful. Good comment. What's the actual weight on these? Harkonnen 1 million, whatever. I didn't weigh the tunas. I can, but I just moved. I have to find the scale. So I will be doing some more videos with the SNE 499, the Patty Solar Tuna. So I will try to get the weight for that for you guys. Well, you're the only person that's asked for it, but what is the Seiko shine at the end? I'll have to watch that. I'm not sure. That's an older video, the Degas Thunderbolt. That's actually a pretty fun watch too. But let's see. Take off the ugly Cyclops on the GMT of the Steinhardt. I kind of agree with you on that. As much as I like the Steinhardt 39mm GMT, if you're not going to do the Cyclops with the correct magnification of like 2.5, which Steinhardt has never nailed the Cyclops down. Squale does that so much better. Tassel even does it better. Steinhardt does not do it correctly. I don't know if it's at like 1.5 or whatever. It's basically non-existing as far as the magnification, as far as I'm concerned. I would just assume you not put it on there. Either do it right or don't put it on there. So I actually agree with you on that. If you want to do a negative thing on it, I try not to be negative on anything. China made no for me, says Woon Fa Sang, which I'm assuming you might be Asian, which is ironic. So most of these watches you're looking at, buddy, on all the Facebook groups or forums or on YouTube are made in China. So it is what it is, brother. I would have bought the Gen 2 Blue Monster, says Brasco Farian, and he's referring to over the Save the Ocean Turtle. I 100% agree with you. I would pick a Monster over a Turtle any day. I did not buy that watch. That was sent in for review from Mimo's Jewelry. As cool as the Turtles are, and as cool as some of the colorations or colorways they have out, I would pick a Monster any day over that. Let's see. Some of these questions, I don't know. Is it a perpetual date? No, it's not. So he's referring to the Steinhardt Ocean 139. Jack. Jack has been very persuasive in acquiring the SKX 171. Jack, I haven't forgotten about you. You are persuasive, and I will get those pictures over to you immediately. Possibly even tonight. Sorry for taking so long. It's just crazy. I have to dig through my stuff and try to find that bracelet that actually goes with it. I know you want it. I'm holding it for you. I'm sure the deal is going to go through. I just need to dig through my stuff. Sorry about that. Let's see. KG says, thanks. Just swapped a movement to a head that will take a S7S26. So apparently that was just my quick little video about how to remove the crown out of the 4R36 and NH similar movements. So the Mega Seamaster Preventer, the class upgrade. Wow, thanks so much for posting this. Just had one installed and on the same watch, and now it fits perfect. 100% agree. And I'm gonna stop reading comments right here. I will do this again if you guys want me to, but I want to close out with that topic alone because there's two main things I want to do with the Seamaster when I get it. And one is I definitely am going to get the adjustable clasp. The other thing is, I kind of want to ask you guys what you think. Many of you know the Seamaster Professional has an anti-reflective coating on the underside and on the top side. Unfortunately, if you intend to wear your watch and ever bump it against something, that outside anti-reflective coating can and will get scratched. I found a thread where people are, and this is on WatchUSeek mostly, but they're removing that outer anti-reflective coating and revealing just the standard sapphire. You still retain the underside anti-reflective coating. So you're going to get a little bit of reflection on the outside. And here's some pictures showing, like this one has the AR removed on the outside. This is something that I'll probably wait until I actually scratch the AR coating on the outside. Once that happens, I think I might actually do this process where I remove the AR coating on the outside. So there's a few pictures. Here's another one. I know you're just looking at an iPad, but you guys can look these up, and I'll try to put a link in the description. But if you don't have an account set up with WatchUSeek, I don't think it'll show all the pictures. But God, these are such beautiful watches. I cannot wait to get this watch again. That thing is so sexy. Even with the AR, when you have the AR on the top and the bottom, it literally looks like the crystal does not even exist. It looks like you could reach in and touch the dial. So by removing the outside one, yes, you're going to have some reflections, and you're going to be able to tell that there is a crystal, so you can see right here some reflections. But I think I would rather have that versus the outside AR coating being totally scratched up. So I don't think it's going to be too big of an issue. I'm pretty ginger with my watches, but you know, stuff happens. So anyway, guys, that's my vid for tonight. Way long. It's probably the longest video I've ever done. So I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.